Hello friends, it's me. The cLat has issued an test day instructions to UG candidates. Now we can see the important points in this. You are permitted to enter the exam center by 1 p.m. and you can seated at your respective seats in the hall or classroom by 1:30 p.m. You cannot leave the hall before 4 p.m. Those candidates who arrive later than 2:15 p.m. are not permitted to enter the centers. Test durations will be 2 hours and the test will commence at 2 p.m. They won't allow you to go to washrooms once you enter the exam hall. And they have also given about the timings and the bell. 1 p.m. they will ring a long bell permitting the entry of candidate inside the test premises. In 1:30 p.m., one long bell will ring, that is permitting the entry of candidate inside the hall. 1:50 p.m., that short bell, that is for distribution of sealed envelopes and announcement of instruction by the invigilators. By 2 p.m., a long bell will ring that indicates commencement of the test. Now the candidate can open the sealed envelopes. In 2:15 p.m. a short bell will ring that is indicates no candidate will allow after this bell. 3 p.m. a short bell indicates 1 hour of test is completed. And 3:50 p.m. a short bell will ring that indicates after 10 minutes the test is going to be in. By 4 p.m. a long bell will ring. This indicates the test is completed and you must surrender the OMR sheet original copy and you can take the booklet with you. And after that, permitted items, you must have carried an admit card. In case the photograph in the admit card is not that much of clear, you can bring a self-attested photograph, that is the photograph which you given in that admit card. Take that copy and sign it in that photograph. If your photo in the admit card is not clear, then take the government ID proof. You must take the original copy, don't keep the Xerox copies. And if you are applied as a PWD candidates, you must bring a disability certificate. And then bring a black or blue ballpoint pen, and you can bring a transparent water bottle, a face mask, and you can carry an analog watch which is a normal wrist watch, is calibrated with the numbers, and you are not allowed to take that digital watch with showing the time in the display. And the necessary documents are that government ID proof and then disability certificates. Question booklet is supplied 1:50 p.m. It contains 150 questions, multiple choice questions. They give you 2 blank pages for rough work, so that you have to do your rough work in that 2 blank pages only. They won't give the additional sheet, so be careful in that. If you found any mistakes between that question booklet and the OMR sheet, just inform to the invigilator and they will give you a new OMR sheet and the question booklet. Don't discuss with any others. You shall enter the admit card number on the first page of question booklet at the starting of the examination. You have to answer all the questions in the booklets in the OMR sheet. There are some instructions which is given in the OMR sheet. Before starting to fill the OMR sheet, just read it out once. OMR sheet must be handled with a care. don't scratch or don't fold it at the corners. The first page of the OMR sheet is the original sheet, and under the sheet you can find a paper. Between that and carbon copy is there. First page you have to give it to the invigilator, and the second page is for your reference. You can bring it to home after finishing the exam. Fill the information and answer all the questions in the OMR sheet using black or blue ballpoint pen is important. Don't use any gel pens. You should not write anything on the OMR sheet. If you wrote anything like that, then it becomes invalidation of OMR sheet. The correct shading is given here. You must shade the first images, like the third image and fourth image is wrong, and the image 2 is also wrong. It doesn't cover the whole circle, so it will not taken as an answer. If in case you shaded more than one circle, it will be taken as a double mark and it will be taken as a wrong answer, so that you will get a negative mark for that double marking. So be careful. And at the end of the exam, while you're tearing the OMR sheet to give the original copy, be careful that timing marks and barcodes are not damaged, and don't forget to sign in the boxes given in the OMR sheet. If you didn't given the original OMR sheet to the invigilator, then it will be disqualification of the candidate. About the marking scheme, for every correct answer you get 1 mark, and every wrong answer you get 0.25 negative marks. There will be no deduction for unanswered questions. About the attendances, they will give you on paper. In that you must write question booklet number, OMR response sheet number, and sign in the space given in the column. The documents that can be written after the exam is admit card is duly signed by the invigilator. It will be helpful in the time of admissions, and the question booklet and the copy of the OMR response sheet can written by the candidate. And more about the malpractices, it's strictly prohibited as all the exams. Additional measures: if you are feeling illness, you can take your medications, and you need an isolated facility. You must inform your respective coordinators at least 48 hours before. And the COVID guidelines are practicing all over. The list acceptable photo ID proofs are Aadhaar card, passport, PAN, ration card, voter ID, driving license, photo ID issued by recognized educational institute, photo bank ATM card, Kisan photo passbook, CGHS, EGHS photo card, address card having a name, photo issued by Department of Post, certificate of identified having a photo issued by Gazette officers or Tahsildar or letterhead, disability ID card, handicapped medical certificate issued by respective state or UT governments or administrations. And these are the instructions given by the cLat exam. Please follow. And all the best for your exams. Thanks for watching. All is well.